Hey Meredith, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Thanks again for sending over that persistent experience, because that really did help me see not only what I saw in the first revision, but thank you for integrating all of my markups into the new revision. Fortunately, I did have my phone and the little cardboard viewer. Did you have any further issues or further concerns that came up?
Okay, yeah, we can look at the persistent experience link here. The first thing I want to look at is I got your note about looking at kind of what the best design decision is regarding the happy seat. So we can see here this first kind of setup here. There's a little bit of strain in the lower back and neck. So what we can do, actually, you know what? Let me just go ahead and go into ICIDO, and we can review there. I already imported all of your annotations.
Oh, perfect.
So I see here, check visibility and ergo. So again, we can kind of look here, see the visibility as opposed to the happy seat.
Now, one of the things that I'm concerned about is the happy seat. Do we have happy seats at all the possible sites where we're going to be installing this new product?
Yep, we do have that. From this evaluation, it kind of seems like it's going to be the best decision. We have a little bit of strain in the foot and the neck, but compared to the initial ergo evaluation, I think the happy seat is going to be the best decision. Your next note was regarding this, is it sufficient for a 5th percentile female? That was one of our concerns. So I made this model here. We can see that her visibility is fine. Because we have this cutout here, there's not going to be any concerns with reach or anything. I don't see any comfort issues anywhere with her.
Okay, good.
Lastly, we have our hitch install. So this is a middle-sized male, no issues with visibility, comfort seems to be on par. The concern that I have is with the 5th percentile female. We can tell, obviously her visibility is kind of lacking. So we can see here, this is what she's gonna see. So she's not able to see the install or the slots that so you can see here from this viewpoint, she's not able to see where she's putting this part. So she's gonna have to look under the tooling, which is gonna be an issue, right? And already she's seeing some ergonomic issues in her shoulders. And again, we can see this from her viewpoint here, but what I really wanted to do is jump in VR and be able to test this out myself.
Okay, so now we're at the install. I myself am 5'2", so around the range of 5th percentile female. So I can tell right away, just standing here, I would have to look under here. I want to get that bumper hitch into those 2 slots on each side. So if I'm standing here straight up, my hands are touching the assist tool, I can't see really where I'm driving this thing. So I'm going to have to duck under, kind of make that tilt it a little bit. Still having issues.
Oh, I think I see what you're talking about there, Meredith. So the holes where those tabs go into the bumper or into the body, those are exactly at eye level for you, aren't they?
Exactly. Even when my hands are up, even more so, I'm having issues seeing driving this tool too.
Right, and unfortunately, we can't just change the pass height of the entire car because you're standing in that work cell today. We probably would have to either give you a way to see around the tooling a bit more effectively, or we'd have to rethink this entire line.
So.
Right, and at this time, if you're struggling to drive those tabs or those flanges into those slots, this is going to affect your tack time.
Sure.
Take a look at the driver's side of the car and how far is that yellow tooling from colliding with the car? Because from my viewpoint, when I'm looking from third person,
yeah, it looks pretty close here. Maybe if I had to guess, foot and a half.
Right. So the articulation that's letting that thing rotate toward you, having that articulation there could still lead to a clash between the body itself and this assist tooling.
Yeah, good catch. So Eric, I know we were talking about visibility here, but now that I'm actually standing here and kind of able to manipulate this part, I kind of, if I was the operator here, one of the things that I would do to try to, make my job easier is tilt this. And luckily we have this hinge here. I can tilt it up, kind of walk it into place, and try to line it up. And then once I'm in these slots, I can tilt it up and walk forward. And I think that might be a very reasonable work instruction for an operator my size.
All right, so as long as the tooling continues to have that full articulation on the end effectors, you will always be able to mitigate lack of visibility just by tilting that up or tilting that down to improve my viewpoint, and now I can line things up a bit more easy.
Yeah, I think that this is definitely a valuable